Wow, everyone just sanctioned Rwanda over human rights violations in Congo. But this video will change the way you see Western sanctions forever. The US, UK, Canada, and Germany are all punishing Rwanda over its alleged support of M23, the rebel group operating in the DRC. But they had no problem with Rwanda until social media exposed the lies in their narrative. How do you export minerals you don't have but your neighbor does? But things are not as they seem. That's why you're on my platform. For new perspectives, I'm about to explain how Western sanctions are often actually a tool of neocolonialism. Pay attention. This whole talk of human rights violations is a joke. The West sanctions African nations but does business with Saudi Arabia and Israel. Human rights only matter when they say they do. They'll scream about stopping trade with an African nation, but behind closed doors, loopholes, backdoor deals, and corporate exemptions keep the money flowing. Look at Zimbabwe. They were sanctioned in 2002 for taking land from white farmers. Yet Western companies still extract Zimbabwe's platinum and diamonds. For corporations, nothing changed. Mali kicked France out in 2022. France had them sanctioned. Yet Malian gold and uranium still reach Paris through other means. Smuggling. Seriously, proxy African nations serve as conduits for minerals so that for corporations, nothing changes. Sanctions don't stop trade. They just reroute it through former African colonies. The real victims are us, ordinary Africans. Take Sudan. US sanctions crushed its oil sector, but American firms still got Sudanese oil through the Gulf. The only difference, Sudan lost control. It's all a show. The media is part of the game. They show starving Africans and blame the leaders for causing the sanctions. The DRC has been sanctioned for years, yet Belgian, French, and American firms still get their cobalt, gold, and diamonds. They just use countries like Rwanda as a proxy to access the resources. Step 1, cut off dollars and banking, make African nations dependent. Step 2, enter the IMF with aid and loans full of strings like privatization and foreign ownership. Ethiopia was sanctioned in 2021. By 2022, it had to beg the IMF for aid, losing control of its economy overnight. The only reason why Russia and China survived sanctions is because they built independent economic and financial systems. Think about it. If sanctions were real, why do Western corporations in Africa keep getting richer? I'll be talking about this on my new podcast, The Merc Live, on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Substack. You don't want to miss it because I've got a lot to say. Subscribe now at www.alkebalan.media to watch this, other episodes, articles, videos, and much more. That's my new home, guys. Direct to your email inbox.